Terrible news, everybody. Just in time for Thanksgiving, California has now become the first state to ban Skittles and 12,000 other quote-unquote junk foods. This is saving you. Okay, just so you know. $10,000 fines now out there. It's just wild to me. Candy companies will be forced to change their recipes within 3 years in California or face fines after a new bill was passed in the Golden State. Gavin Newsom, he's out there. This guy's, by the way, this is a guy that's, some people believe is preparing to run for president. Gavin Newsom signed the Skittles ban Saturday, which outlaws 4 popular additives that have been linked to cancer, disease, and mood disorders. This is the same guy that is happy to have parents be a sanctuary state for minors to get puberty blockers. The bill gives food companies 3 years to strip the ingredient from their products or face fines of up to $10,000. I mean, or they just don't sell their product in California. I'm pretty sure that would probably be, an option for them. Supporters have heralded the bill as an important stand against toxic chemicals, but food companies have hit back, blasting the move as confusing and threatening to raise food prices. Oh, yeah. I mean, that's what everyone wants right now. Like, oh, man, I just had a tough week. Some chick's like, man, I'm just on my period right now. I just want some Skittles. Oh, can't afford them now. Like, I don't think anybody's eating Skittles thinking that they're a healthy option. The newly banned additives are brominated vegetable oil, potassium bromate, propylparaben, and red dye number 3. Does anybody remember the yellow, was it yellow number 10? I remember when I was in middle school, there was the whatever flavoring, yellow number 5, was it? There was like a color in like Mountain Dew or Mellow Yellow that got like banned or something like that. Yeah, red dye number 3 is basically in anything that you see that's red. So it's foods on the chopping block: Peeps, Pez, Sundrop Soda, Yoo-Hoo, Mountain Lightning. What's that? Mountain Lightning must be like generic Mountain Dew, I suppose. Hot tamales, cosmic brownies. No, not that. Candy corn. They still sell cigarettes in this state, right? 12,000 products. Rip candy corn, Peeps, Pez, hot tamales. Around 12,000 products sold in California use these, according to the Environmental Workings Group. An earlier version of the ban also included titanium dioxide used in products like Skittles, but this was removed in September. This is how the bill became known as the Skittles ban. European Union already has outlawed the additives in food, forcing companies to make the tweaks. The ban comes into force in January 2027, with companies found to be manufacturing, distributing, or selling the products facing fines up to $10,000. Yeah, money will get them to stop. Other states like New York are also considering similar bans. Newsom revealed that he had signed the bill into law by stapling a packet of Skittles to the document. Oh, that's so cool and based. He said, "This is just demonstrable proof that the food industry is capable of maintaining product lines while complying with different public health laws country to country." Is it, though? They haven't complied. He's declaring victory. He's declaring victory, but nothing's happened. I believe they also give free crack pipes out in this state, and have a needle exchange program there too, right? But they're worried about Skittles and candy corn. That's very interesting to me. Jesse Gabriel, a Democrat for the Woodland Hills who proposed the bill, said, "The governor's signature today represents a huge step in our effort to protect children and families in California from dangerous and toxic chemicals in our food supply. It's unacceptable that the U.S. is so far behind the rest of the world when it comes to food safety. The bill will not ban foods or products. It simply will require food companies to make minor modifications to their recipes and switch to safer alternatives." Remember when they said sugar was bad and then everyone started drinking Splenda instead of sugar? Remember when they said Splenda was bad and everyone moved to whatever else, fake sweetener? I mean, I'm not saying sugar is good for the human body, but sugar grows in the ground, right? Like, sugar is something that is a natural sweetener. And I would rather people be using that than whatever weird artificial things that are probably giving us all sorts of problems. I guess I don't know that. But to me, all these, if I can't, there is that old rule, like if you can't pronounce it, don't eat it. I feel like that's probably a good rule to live by. Honey, for example, is a great sweetener. Works on a lot of things. Try a peanut butter and honey sandwich. It's pretty good. These are already in use in Europe and so many other places around the globe. Wow, if it's in place in Europe, then it must be automatically better than here. Brian Ronholm, the director of Food Safety and Consumer Reports, said, "We've known for years that the toxic chemicals banned under California's landmark new law pose serious risks to our health." If you've known for years, I find it curious why you're just acting now. You've known for years? I'm not exactly sure. So do you care about our health or do you care about scoring political points? California has taken an important stand for food safety at a time when the FDA has failed to take action. Safer versions of food products that are available in other countries should be made available to U.S. consumers too. Studies show that red dye number 3, a food dye in many candies, can cause cancer in laboratory animals, and in very high doses has been linked to behavioral issues in children. Well, define very high doses. Is it 40,000 red Skittles? Is anybody even consuming that the number that it would take to get this? The U.S. banned it from cosmetic products in the 90s, but it remains in many food products still sold in the U.S. A pair of studies in 2016 found it was in more than 1 in 10 candies in the U.S., and more than 80% of children under 2 had consumed it in the past 2 weeks. Another of the substances set to be banned, brominated vegetable oil. Well, it's got bro in the name. How is that bad? I don't get it. It's got bro in it, which is made of plants and used for citrus flavoring, is suggested to harm the body's nervous system following long-term exposure. It's also been linked to the development of chronic headaches, memory loss, and impaired balance. It was previously in the soda Mountain Dew until parent company Pepsi removed the ingredient in 2020. Well, I believe cocaine was in Coca-Cola at one point, or is that just an urban legend? Propylparaben, isn't that a wax? Often used as a preservative in baking goods, has been linked to fertility issues in mice via disrupting estrogen in females and reducing sperm counts in males. How many soy-based products do we have? How many soy-based products do we have on the market right now? Isn't there a whole heck of a lot of research on the long-term negative effects of soy? Now, I'm not saying we shouldn't ban things that are bad for us. Okay? Like, I'm not saying that we shouldn't, have rules that protect, citizens. This seems like a lot of marketing. Like, I'm not sure that. And by the way, parents can not give their kids Skittles too. I'm not sure. Like, is it killing more people than a double, McDonald's? Is it what? We have no idea what, like, people have been drinking Mountain Dew forever. I mean, what is this now? Red icing, Archer Farms. Oh, Auntie Annie's pretzels. No! Like this can irritate nose, throat, and lungs. Okay, it can, but does it? And what percent? What about my wheat bread? Are these nuggies? Oh. Fine. Just eat sugar cane that I grow in my own field. Apparently, that's the only healthy option we have. Happy Halloween.